Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today, I want to discuss building ads that last, and this will be more of kind of like just a conversational topic I want to chat with you guys a little bit about. And so sit back and relax. Before we get started, make sure that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's dive into it. So first off, my apologies. I probably could have done this video more of like a slideshow format, but I'll definitely be doing another one with like breaking down, kind of breaking it down further into like a slideshow and everything. But it's just something that's been on my mind lately as, this ecosystem with Facebook and, just due to, I guess, performance perspective, to just one, like if you look at Facebook, they're starting to pull back more interest in things and basically starting to push you to go more broad, essentially. And, even lookalikes, like we barely use lookalikes now. We find that lookalikes just aren't nearly as effective since 14.5. And two, the other day we were working on an account and stuff. And this particular account that we were basically running the ads on, or still are running the ads on, is we started some new creatives, put some new creatives together because they want to ramp up spend. I'm like, look, if you want to ramp up spend, you're already at a high cost right now. So if you ramp up spend, and they want to double spend. They want to go from $5,000 a day or like $4,000 a day to $9,000 a day. So it's a big increase essentially. And we needed an efficient way to get there. And obviously when you scale up your budget like that, you are going to see higher costs, which is normal. Facebook has to basically work harder to find you more people to dispose that budget. And it's something that I know some people still quite understand yet. To me for a while to understand it, but once understood, I'm like, okay, that makes perfect sense. But again, a whole nother video for that. So we needed to efficiently be able to double spend, and then also two, we needed to go ahead and keep good costs, and our cost is already kind of high per acquisition. So how did we double that? So what we did is we tested new creative. And when we tested this new creative, we tested it against our broad audiences. So broad, essentially just age, location, gender. That's it. So age, location, gender, and location is more like countrywide. So not like breaking down states in general, it's just country. So who we're targeting, men and women in the US who are, for this particular account, 60 plus. Okay. So what we did was we tested this new creative against broad, and we tested 12 new creatives and we found 2 of them that work. Okay. That's good. Found 2 new creatives that worked, and we were testing this. I think we spent like $100-$200 on these 2 creatives that had basically 1/4 of our current acquisition. So acquisition costs we were getting was $12 cost per lead, and the KPI for the account was $35 or less. So we were getting a third basically. And what this allowed us to do, because we were getting substantially good cost per lead at the beginning of the account, we were able to funnel in $30,000 of spend within 7 days. So basically immediately started spending $5,000 a day on those particular creatives. And I think the cost per acquisition rose up to about $30 on average. $32 actually specifically. So $32 from $12 to $32, but we also spent $30,000 in 7 days. So right now, can you take any of your ads in your account and go dump $5,000 a day right now? So for people that's still spending, $50, $20, $30 a day on a particular ad, go spend $5,000 a day on that ad right now. Most of y'all couldn't do it. And let me go further into why and how we were able to do that. One, the ad itself was engineered to pretty much take anyone who are completely cold and convert them, handle all the objections, all that good stuff, great landing page, everything like that. So, and we even measured the performance perspective of cost per lead. So with lead generation, you drive traffic to landing page, they fill out their information, and we were getting about a 2.5% conversion rate on that landing page with our existing ads. And then we came in with these new ads, and they get about an 8 to 9% conversion rate. So one, the ad was just engineered to grab people better and convert them into, properly pre-frame them better. And then two, the part that you guys are missing is broad audiences. And why we liking broad audiences now is that there's no other audience that you can 5x, 10x, 20x your spend within a short period of time and maintain stability and cost per result. Okay. So our other audiences were pretty much big or small audiences and like, 5 million, 10 million people in there, and you're constraining the system. So at first it might start off really well, but then as you start to scale, then what's going to happen is you're going to run into audience limitations. It's not your creative, it's not anything like that. It's audience limitations. You need a bigger audience. And that's why we've been starting to go more broader and things like that. But to go broad, you really need to be able to engineer your ad to last. And I've been studying a lot of, over my years, I've studied a lot of like really great copywriters. Eugene Schwartz is my favorite. That's what breakthrough advertising and a lot of sales letters and things like that. And back then, copywriters, marketers and stuff like that, they had no funnel. It wasn't top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel targeting. They basically had to create the ad to do everything. The hook to grab the right audience, and then basically go ahead and display the product in a way that goes ahead and sells people on it. And they need to handle the objections. They need to toss in some social proof, guarantees, like all of that in this one ad, essentially. And that's something that has been lost with Facebook advertising. Okay, now you can literally take a random little motivational quote, have a picture of a t-shirt that has some motivational saying, throw it up as an ad, and the algorithm will find it for you. And look, like you could probably still crush it with that now, but now you need to start engineering your ads to last. You need to start building your ads that goes through all of the key psychological marketing fundamentals, essentially. So you really need to sit down and, all right, how do we build a video ad or a photo ad? You can still do it with a photo ad specifically, with just really great grabbing attention, and then the ad copy does more of the essence of essentially like handling those other fundamentals and stuff like that. But we're starting to learn and we're starting to move in this perspective of, okay, what is an ad account that one campaign, one ad set broad, and we're just tossing in new ads inside of it that are handling everything essentially. And that's kind of where we're looking at for the next 5, 10 years down the line. How do we grow as a marketer to where we can do that? And why would we want to do that? Well, if you haven't looked around, 14.5 took a big hit on data. Google just launched another thing now that they're basically going to be launching their own variation of 14.5. So Android targeting and iOS 14.5 targeting has just really hit the bed. Okay. So how do you surpass this? Do you just sit there and cry online about it? Facebook ads will never be the same. Or do you actually go out there and take action on things that's going to put you in a better position for the future? Okay, so we're looking at it now. Okay, what if all targeting was completely removed off the bed? Couldn't retarget, couldn't do any of that. You had to do everything with one campaign, one ad set, and a few ads you can test. Okay, how can you efficiently create advertising that converts a customer from either unaware to aware, problem aware to aware, or solution aware to aware? That's three or the 5 stages of market awareness is unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware. That's the 5 stages of market awareness. You can go look it up online. I've had a few videos on this now as well. And basically these are the stages of market awareness that the consumer goes through down the buying cycle. Okay. So unaware might be like, hey, 60% of people who are overweight are 2 times likely or are 2 times likely to have a heart attack. Oh, wow. Wait, I'm overweight. Okay, I need to lose weight. So now I'm problem aware. I'm aware of the problem I have now. Problem aware, how do I lose weight? And then I start learning about keto diets. I start learning about macro tracking. I start learning about exercising and things like that. So I'm like, okay, what's the best solution now? Like what's the best one for me? So then I start looking at macro tracking plus working out 5 days a week. Now I'm like, great. Okay, now I'm looking at macro diets and things like that. That's the best one for me. And then now, which company do I go through? You got Macro Nick, you got Jack the Macro Maniac, and you got the Macro King right there. Which one do I go through? Okay, now these 3 or 4 companies are competing against each other with advertising that's just making them glow better. And this is usually through social proof is the easiest way. Social proof, and then maybe handling the other objections specifically. And then aware people, the last stage of market awareness, is people that are aware of all these great companies, and they want to choose Macro Nick, but they are specifically waiting for a right price point. So, hey guys, spring sales here, 20% off all of our products. these aware people are going to be quickly to jump to it. Now, again, this funnels down, and aware people are very, very, very small of your demographic, and your unaware is super big, super massive market. Okay, so you need to start designing ads that take people through that whole process, and it doesn't even have to have a specific like aware where it's like a discount or something like that. But this one 20-second, 30-second video ad takes people through that whole process, and because of that, it's going to last substantially longer, and it's also going to be able to go to a broader audience. It doesn't need a specific like very, very, very niche down interest, because the ad's really bad and the interest is carrying all the weight. So you really need to start to look into this. And I'm talking to the people out there, to the advertisers that watch this channel, the marketing people that watch this channel, is start to look at how can you build ads that last. Start looking back at old copywriting books and look at the newsletters and the sales letters and the copying fundamentals that are putting into that. Because if all of this goes away, all this targeting goes away, like for example, big commercials on TV, they don't have specific interests or targeting things like that. Like they can choose a channel, they can, I want to choose DIY and throw some commercial ads on that. That's about it. But the whole video ad, the whole commercial, they can't retarget people that watch it. Like they can't do that shit, but they can build that commercial to go through the whole, sales process essentially. So I know this video is kind of going on like a little bit of a tangent now. But again, this is just something that I really want to hit point on, the fact of you need to start looking at how you can build ads that last. How do you build ads that last? Is building ads that go through the whole funnel in one ad. These are technically more videos, but I'm still crushing it with photo ads in that perspective right there, with a really attention grabbing photo and good copy that kind of compels people in that perspective right there. So you got to look at it from those two perspectives. Hey, if retargeting went out, if I can only target broad on Facebook, how can I still crush it? Do I sit down and cry about it and whine about it on the internet that Facebook has to never be the same? Or do I take accountability for what's going on in the market, and how do I leverage and raise my skill set to be able to go ahead and, improve and adapt and be able to still crush it like people were crushing in 2012 or 2015 with Facebook ads, and that perspective right there. So really hope you guys will watch this video. Again, told you, just lay back, sit back, really start to try to see what you can do to apply this mindset shift in your business. And if you want to partner with an agency that is going down that route, if you're making at least $50K a month or more with your e-com business, click the link below to book a call with me and my team, and we'll hop on a call with you and kind of put a strategy together for you to help you scale your business. And you have the option to work with us if you choose. If you don't, then hey, cool, take it, run with it, stuff like that. So, and if you're making less than 50K a month, stay subscribed to the channel, because I have a lot more really great content coming through. I'm also talking about putting a course together where it basically just takes these videos and puts them in the course format, and I go a little bit more in depth, a little bit more with actionable steps. But basically, it's just going to save you time. Instead of having to scavenge the whole YouTube channel for like key bits of information, I'm just going to give it to you in a straightforward format. So let me know if you would love that. Just drop a comment below about that course idea. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace.